What is up, my friends? How's it going? So, today we got a bum PlayStation 5. It's came in for HDMI port repair. I'm just looking at it. It looks like a prior attempt. So, let's do what we always do and take it off the board and put a new one. All right, let's check it out under the microscope. There we go. It's not the worst job I've ever seen. I think that pin right there is shorting it out. I can see it. Oh, it's not the right port. It's not the right port. See, this is the right port right here. Alright, well, let's take it off. Let's put some low melt solder on there. On the back. And I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day. Because over here at Trilex Fix, we definitely are. Like always, as always. Rain or shine, it's always a beautiful day. Let's get some of my low melt on there. Low melt solder. Let's get the fume extractor too. Let's put some flux. Flux always helps things flow. Flux always helps things flow. Dun 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 dun. That sounds like something. Flux. I don't know. One of these commercials. Bet you everybody who watches pretty much anything always has a bunch of commercial jingles in their head, even if they don't think about it. Okay. Klondike bar, that's it. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Do a lot of things. And as always, we use max heat, max air, largest nozzle to take off that bad port. Max heat, max air. Actually, while I was turning the board, it actually fell off. Alright. Nice. I hope it didn't burn my, yeah, it burned my keyboard a little bit. Ah, darn. Oh well. Gives it character. It fell right on my keyboard, scalding hot, like 400 degrees. Well, it's a good thing it's small, so... it's good for the channel. Keeps things interesting. All right, looks good. Let's clean those pads up. I've been really forgetting to put my fume extractor right next to my my iron. Okay. Yeah, so always put low melt solder whenever you're taking this off, because this stuff requires a lot of heat. So low melt solder on the pins from the back. Let's turn around. I'm going to turn around since it's using that new liquid metal, the T1000 metal. Yeah. I just lift up the board a little bit with my tip refresher. I don't want to get any of those liquid metal juices on my pad because it is conductive. It will definitely be on the board, and we don't want any of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Just gotta take off this underside. It's pretty much all taken off. Alright. Turn the board around. Man, that low melt solder is awesome. I used to do this with regular solder. And it was terrible. Okay. Very beautiful. I want this high and tight. I want to be home for dinner. Since I could tell that there's probably a lot of heat on this board, this area, because I can see right here and here. I'm gonna just check these components, see if they still work and everything. Just because it's gonna be a lot easier to take them off at this point in time. Because if I do it later, it's gonna be much more difficult because we're gonna have the HDMI port on here. So let's just check these components, make sure they're not shorted. And then we'll clean the back of the board, and then we'll get it ready for a component landing. The component will be landed. Looks like that's fine. You seem fine. Uh, 0.57 mega ohms. That's good. Okay, that's good. 26 kilo ohms. Yep, they're all good. Alright. Need a little bit of heat to get it on there. Okay, let's get 400C. Whoops. Whoa, whoa. Oh man, it fell. Alright. Put a little bit of flux on there. Alright, now we got it on. Just take it off. Just let it stand there for a little bit. Okay. Very nice. Very beautiful. The pins are lined up perfectly. Try my soldering pencil. Just the first and last pin. Alright. Now we do the others individually. A little bit more solder on there. And I kind of got two there. I'll go back. Just barely bought this soldering pencil. Let's see. See if I get those two pins off. I'll try to see if I can use my fume extractor's in the way a little bit, because my fume extractor is bent to the side. Because I don't want to touch that APU. Oh, fine. You know what? Just gonna. I give. Use my regular iron. Perfect. It looks like it's done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna check every single individual pin. Solid, 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 solid. Not solid. That one. It's a ground pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's just that ground pin. It's the 9th ground pin. Since I already have my regular iron out, I'm just going to use the regular iron. 3, 4, 5, 6. That one right here. I think I got it. Oh, that one. It's another ground one. Yeah, see, ground always requires a lot more heat. So. It's another ground one. These two ground ones. Yeah. Got any more solder on there too. Let's get it. You know what? It was an experiment, just trying to use a soldering pencil. But in all honesty, a soldering pencil is still not as good as a regular iron for this. It's good for other applications. But like I said, I just bought it. Like, it's really good for jumpers. Holy crap, soldering pencil is amazing for jumper wires. Now everything's really, really solid. It's kind of slippery. Great, got everything. Let's get those sides. Yeah, it's great for jumpers, but as far as doing work like this with pins like that, well, for like HDMI ports, it doesn't work that well. And what I also do suggest is always try to use the right part for the right application. Obviously, the right HDMI port wasn't being used, and that's why you really need to buy an HDMI port. Even if you have a customers, and you just have to tell them, hey, look, I could put another port on. It might not, if it's not the right one, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It'll work for a while, even if you do get it to work. It'll work for a while, but eventually it's gonna fail because the pins are not gonna be set right, just like this one. This is the exact port that you need for the PS5. Also, you might do more damage than good. Okay, good. I'm gonna flip the board. I'm gonna put the rest of the solder on the other side, and then put this back in the case, and most likely we have a good working PS5. It's just solder. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Just put some fresh flux. There we go, baby. And like in my other video, we put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Humpty Dumpty. This guy on YouTube that was he was rapping like nursery rhymes. And I'm thinking, he should have did Humpty Dumpty. I'm not a rapper, so I'm not gonna rap for you. But I do voices sometimes. Come here! Now! Come on! Come on! Come on, HDMI port! Come on! That, for the people that don't know, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. All good stuff. Because aside from teaching, aside from all that, I'd like to provide a little bit of entertainment tonight. It's almost nighttime over here. It was like 4 o'clock. And it's winter time, so yeah. It's gonna be dark pretty soon. Here in Oregon. Here in Oregon. Come on, Dana! Okay, I'm done. Okay. I'll do it later. I'll do it later in another video. Do my impersonations. to make sure this is all clean, nice and solid. Since I only checked the front, I'm gonna check the back. Make sure that they're good. $25 mega ohms, 27 mega. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, these are good. Alright. Alright, let's clean the front. And I could tell there was a lot of unnecessary amount of heat on this board. So I bring it in to see me, and it should look really pretty. Even though you know, guys might not open up your device. What we do here is we try to make this look as good as possible. I don't really see any of this in either way. Those pins look good. This board is ready to be put back in the PS5 and played with for years and years and years to come. And this is actually stronger than how you get it at the factory. Look at those unoxidized pins. Alright everybody, let's check out, see if this worked. Alright, looks like everything's working. So thank you, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have an absolutely fantastic night. Good night.